Take 11, Living in the IT Era. This presentation will be presented by Donalyn L. Tautau. So the title is Sigmund Freud's 5 Stages of Psychosexual Development. The Learning Outcomes. First is identify Sigmund Freud and also understand the 5 stages of psychosexual development. Sigmund Freud's 5 stages of psychosexual development. Freud's psychosexual theory states 5 stages of human development. It contains of oral, anal, phallic, latency, and genital. These psychosexual stages capture the main growth points of a person from infancy to adulthood and focus on different facets of wants, needs, and desires. So this is Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud was an Austrian neurologist who is perhaps most known as the founder of psychoanalysis. Freud developed a set of therapeutic techniques centered on talk therapy that involves the use of strategies such as transference, free association, and dream interpretation. He was born in 1856 and died in 1939. We have here the 5 stages of psychosexual development. First is the oral stage. Second is the anal stage. Third is the phallic stage. Fourth is the latency stage. And the fifth is the genital stage. The first is the oral stage, birth to 1 year. During the oral stage, the infant's primary source of interaction occurs through the mouth. The rooting and sucking reflex is especially important. So the erogenous zone is the mouth. Ang bata ani is magtutoy or magsupsup. The second stage is the anal stage, 1 to 3 years. In anal stage, Freud believed that the primary focus of the libido was controlling bladder and bowel movements. The major conflict at this stage is toilet training. The child has to learn to control their bodily needs. The erogenous zone is the bowel and bladder control. So ang bata ni is mag-control siya sa iyang paghihi o paglibang. The third one is the phallic stage, 3 to 6 years. So the child becomes aware of anatomical sex differences, which sets in motion the conflict between erotic attraction, resentment, rivalry, jealousy, and fear, which Freud called the Oedipus complex in boys and the Electra complex in girls. The erogenous zone is genitals. So ang bata nga lalaki ani is muduol sa iyang mother, and also ang bata nga babae is muduol sa iyang father. This is resolved through the process of identification, which involves the child adapting the characteristics of the same-sex parent. The fourth one is the latency stage, 6 to puberty. The resolution of the phallic stage leads to the latency period, which is not a psychosexual stage of development, but a period in which the sexual drive lies dormant. So the erogenous zone, the sexual feelings are calm and inactive. So ang bata nga lalaki ani is mungadto siya belong sa iyang mga kauban nga bata nga lalaki. And also sa girls. Ang girls nga babae is mungadto siya sa belong sa iyang girls nga mga kauban sad. So the last one is the genital stage, puberty to death. In the genital stage, as the child's energy once again focuses on his genitals, interest turns to heterosexual relationships. The less energy the child has invested in unresolved psychosexual developments, the greater his capacity to develop normal relationships with the opposite sex. So kung normal ra siya sa mga miagi nga stage, dako ang probability nga ang bata is normal ra ang iyang relationship with the opposite sex, which is boy to girl relationships. That's all, thank you.